Welcome to the circle. Run around in a circle. Run around in a circle. Run around in a circle. Circle running. Circle running. Myself alive with them. Circle running. That's the show again. I'm happy to see what else to do in this odd voice world. Hello everybody and welcome to another Digimon video. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of my Just a Dude podcast. The thing that I learned about failure and a lot of this path when it comes to becoming a content creator, or really choosing anything that it is that you want to do or be, because there's always going to be somebody that's going to look at it and say, oh, that's not conventional, that's not going to get you any money, you're not going to make it anywhere trying to do that, there's already too many people, or something along the lines of that. There's always going to be that negativity. But that negativity should never be a reason for you to stop. Just because someone wasn't able to make it that way doesn't mean that you won't. Look at my tattoo. 5 Oh no! We're going down! We're going down! A Tanisoft very cute. ABC. Conceptualized in 1934 by John F. Vincent Tanisoft, it was actually completed and created in 1942. Process, not just in the world and support that intelligence. It would also be used to the processes of the operating like that's for you. Oh no. Hey, that's my papa is the whole Indian. I don't know. Hey. Hello everybody and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for a first look at Gorgonian. Yeah, I love train going on through. Choo-choo. Hello everybody and welcome to the circle. Run around in a circle. Run around in a circle. Run around in a circle. Circle running. Circle running. Myself alive with them. Circle running. That's the show again. I'm happy to see what else to do in this odd voice world. Hello everybody and welcome to another Digimon video. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of my Just a Dude podcast. The thing that I learned about failure and a lot of this path when it comes to becoming a content creator, or really choosing anything that it is that you want to do or be, because there's always going to be somebody that's going to look at it and say, oh, that's not conventional, that's not going to get you any money, you're not going to make it anywhere trying to do that, there's already too many people, or something along the lines of that. There's always going to be that negativity. But that negativity should never be a reason for you to stop. Just because someone wasn't able to make it that way doesn't mean that you won't. Look at my tattoo. 5 Oh no! We're going down! We're going down! A Tanisoft very cute. ABC. Conceptualized in 1934 by John F. Vincent Tanisoft, it was actually completed and created in 1942. process not just the digital world and support that intelligence. It would also be used to processes of the operating like that's you. Oh no. Hey, that. Am I gonna talk like this the whole weekend? I don't know. Hey. Hello everybody and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for a first look at Dodonian. Yeah, I love train rolling on through. Choo-choo. Hello everybody and welcome. Or not. There we are. Okay.
All right, so here's what you want to do. You want to take
gasoline,
no,
stop it.
Then you want to put
Stop
ball
it.
bearings.
Bad boy. Bad. We are not teaching our viewers how to make weapons of fiery destruction because they can look it up on the internet.
Taint to taint contact.
Oh my god. Anyway.
So with the burning, would that be chlamydia?
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
You got chlamydia on your taint. That'd be a different issue.
That'd be a problem. All right, everybody, welcome. Welcome to another episode of A Bunch of Goofs Livecast podcast here on Twitch. I appreciate all of y'all for joining me, Chef, and Oda today. We apparently are talking about arson, but the subject that I wanted to talk about are bad movie.
Taint contact?
No, not tainted taint contact. God damn, dude. No. Our subject is going to be.
No, you had it right the first time. Supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because it's not gonna stay that way.
We're gonna try. We always fucking try. All right. But it's supposed to be about bad movies that are so bad that are good, and movies that, are not necessarily popular, but we don't give a fuck because we still like them. Like, I don't know. A good example is one that I know we all enjoy, which is the Godzilla movie with Matthew Broderick, which was fucking amazing.
Yep.
I love that movie. It's my favorite one.
Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit of fun right now.
Oh god.
Oh god, it's Guy Fieri.
No, there's too much color in it.
It's an insult or not? That's the problem. You know what? I want to bleach my hair now.
Oh my god, please don't.
Bleach your hair, bleach your hair, but leave the fucking goatee the same color.
Well, age is bleaching it for me.
Yeah, but leave the goatee brown, bleach the hair, get the leather bracelets, and
I'm not getting leather bracelets. That's a little too far.
You will not bleach your hair.
In all caps.
I think your wife officially disagrees.
It's better to ask forgiveness than permission.
No, I don't want to get a divorce. Thank you.
It won't be a divorce. You'll just wake up and be bald.
No, because I know my wife. She'd miss.
Or okay, listen. It's
Shake
hard.
Off an eyebrow.
It's hard to miss if you use Nair.
Um,
It's gonna hurt. You're gonna wake up with a burning forehead.
Please do not give my wife ideas. She's laughing now.
Okay, so if you guys have separate shampoo bottles, always make sure yours smells the same. If it smells different, you put Nair in it.
Yes, always check that to make sure.
She would never do that for a very simple reason. I don't get mad, I get even, and she knows it.
It'll be a prank war of the ages.
No, it'd be grounds for divorce and/or arrest.
All right. I mean what?
I'm not allowed to give bad
Let's
ideas.
talk about movies now.
I'm not allowed to give bad ideas.
No, you're not. Because the bad ideas you give lead to potentially people either on fire or in jail or in the hospital. There's no in between with you.
No, they can be right in the middle of that trifecta of crap.
Yeah, they'll be
Listen,
in the hospital,
on
in
fire
prison,
in the-
on fire.
Yep.
Listen, it's not my fault. I am the embodiment of a chaos gremlin.
That's why we love
There's
you.
there's a reason if I ever make another costume besides the fucking Mando one in the Star Wars groups, it is been told to me it has to be a Jawa. There's no other one.
Is it sad? That was exactly what I was thinking.
No, because I brought it up before.
Mm-hmm.
No,
And I mean,
I completely forgot about it. You just act like a Jawa.
other
but-
than your height, it fits.
I'm short.
You're average. You're 5'8", right?
I'm 5'6".
Oh. Never mind.
Okay, so we needed to be a dwarf. Get him a pickaxe.
Again, I want to make a full set of dwarven armor from Lord of the Rings.
Like, you should. And then you should ride on a giant goat.
First off, there's no goat big enough to hold my fat ass.
Actually, we could just get a white horse and just give it a little helmet that looks like goat horns.
I'm just saying,
Or
in
just
that
have
movie.
or just have somebody really tall in front of me, or right in front of me, and I'll be Gimli on the back.
There you go. We'll toss you around.
Don't tell the elf.
Is it sad? I was just like, I need some 4x4s, some plywood, and a few leaf springs.
Oh,
We'll
God.
really toss that dwarf.
Oh, no. We don't need...
Back to movies.
Yes, back to bad movies that are good.
About movies.
That's technically, yeah. I mean, Lord of the Rings is definitely a movie. And I will say...
Good movie.
I will say, the goats that the Dwarven army came in on in 5 armies was fucking badass. Even though it shouldn't have been 3 movies. Just saying.
Wait, were those goats? I thought those were boars.
Some of them were... No, the ones that rode on the chariots, those were goats.
I'll have to go back and rewatch.
Yeah, no, the leader rolled in on a gigantic boar, which was also badass. But if I remember correctly, the...
Chef, is
check
he
your-
glitching out for you?
Yeah, check
Oh,
your
shit.
connection.
Oh, shit.
It's like Chef's moving.
Yeah.
Raj is not. Oh,
Give me a second. It's, I can fix this. I can fix this.
He done went kung fu-y again, too.
you know what? Whenever a guy starts saying I can fix this over and over again, I'm expecting something to explode.
There you go. I fixed it, alright? Fuck you. Listen, that only happened 10 times,
What started
okay?
downloading this time? What started downloading this time?
Update for NVIDIA. I hate auto updates because it's just like, hey, we're going to update this, but we're not going to tell you we're updating this. Fuck you.
You have
Could-
those on? Okay.
It could be Xbox's auto updates that never auto update.
No, they just go around and around in a circle.
No, they just go into the queue until you want to play the game.
And then it
Got
updates.
fucking auto update on. I've got auto update on. I've got always on. So technically, it's never fully shut down. All I have to do is push a button and it comes on. And fucking every time I turn on my Xbox, oh, there's like 5 things in the queue waiting to update. Why the fuck aren't you auto updating, you bastards?
Back to movies.
Yes.
Would you like to know what movie I was thinking about that inspired this?
Oh god.
Waterworld.
Waterworld was good.
I loved Waterworld.
It hit. So many people don't like that movie,
Oh, I know.
and I'm like, why?
You know what most people don't remember about that movie?
Which is that?
There's a young Jack Black in it.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Jack Black plays, I think, if I remember right, the merchant dude that Kevin Costner talks to.
Wait, which one?
The one with the leather jacket, the black driver's cap.
The one where he bought the shelves too.
Yeah, I think so.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
And the thing is, while the concept of a water world is completely stupid for various reasons, the fact that it's like, well, we need your hair for rope is very real.
Mm-hmm.
The way people acted, everything, it's like, that's actually not that far. Like, they didn't stretch it that far.
No, just the fact that the entire world got taken over by water, which is funny because one of my favorite Pendragon books from the Pendragon series is all about that. There is no more land; it's all water, so they're all on ships above the water.
Huh. That's actually kind of cool, though. I will say, though, one of my favorite parts of that movie, or not favorite, but one of the parts of that movie that always stick with me, and it's one of the more obscure lines that I bring up, is, "Look, paper. It's paper." That dude did such a good job doing the fucking sun-drunk, crazy-ass fuck.
If I remember right, wasn't that like one of the movies that Kevin Costner absolutely hated doing and was like a colossal asshole to everybody?
Yes, he hated
Because
everyone he worked with. He thought they were all unprofessional. He hated the set because the set was always dirty, as he said.
There's also like no shade.
Bad backs on water.
Yeah, essentially.
I know. He had a lot of complaints, and though his complaints did technically have validity, he was just being a diva.
Well, if I remember right, when they were filming that, there was like no shade. Like,
No.
They didn't even put up shade for people, so he was getting sun bleached as his character was.
Oh yeah, no. You if you saw some of the scenes, like in the later scenes, where he was all sunburnt, that was real sunburn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that sucks, but
What?
hello.
You just, like, zippy. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. You're back.
Yeah, that sucked, but I mean, I didn't really think it was as bad as he said it was.
Hey, Chef, you got one?
I'm trying to think. I mean, my problem with doing stuff like movies and shit like that is I'm the same way with when I was doing N2O. It's like I don't remember this shit until we start talking about this shit, and then it's just like, fuck.
Well, think
And,
about
like,
it. Think about it. Think about it.
I
I-
am thinking about it.
I will bring up another movie set that y'all probably won't agree with me on. At least some of you won't. Which is the Star Wars trilogy 1, 2, and 3. I know people don't like them. I know people have a problem with them. And yes.
No, the people who don't like... okay, I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
Yeah. And yes, I do understand the problems with the movies, especially when it came to some of the actors who just weren't experienced enough to do the role properly. But I loved how much it expanded the universe and actually gave you a bigger window than what was given into us with the first original movies.
I thought of one, but we could talk about Star Wars.
Did you know that like Hayden Christensen only recently started going to conventions because all of the people who didn't like him are now too old or dead?
Yep.
So now it's our generation that's going to the conventions, and he got a standing ovation and he started crying.
He got what he
I know. I was
deserved
at
because
MegaCon.
Hayden Christensen did a great job as Anakin. He wasn't Darth Vader, he was Anakin, and he did it well, in my opinion.
He did a good job of Anakin in 1 and 3. 2, or sorry,
He
not
wasn't in
1.
it.
I know. The
He
end
wasn't
of
in
2.
1.
I know. I'm trying to auto fucking correct myself. God damn it.
Yes, sir.
He was a good Anakin at the end of 2 in 3. Beginning of 2, when he was still like super young and all that fun shit, I found him somewhat annoying. But he started growing on me throughout the thing. And then in 3 he was great.
Yes,
Stupid
Shota.
question. Wasn't that the point?
I mean, personally, for me, I thought it was a great portrayal of the awkwardness of him growing up because he was essentially a teenager at that point. He was supposed to be
I agree.
awkward.
I think some of the situations they put him in was just like, no.
I do see where you're coming from with that. I do.
I don't think it's much of a dislike of Hayden Christensen. I think it's a dislike of how they wrote some of the scenes.
Okay. I'm guessing some of those scenes involved Padme.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which sucks because I love Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
How you could have two great personalities and write such a shitty... Like, George Lucas, just keep it to one-liners when it comes to romance, please.
Have you seen what George Lucas has been doing, by the way, while we're on the subject of Star Wars?
No. What is he? What has he been doing?
He has his own video podcast now. I don't know what it's called. I've only ever seen clips of it.
Uh-huh.
It's where they're showing him clips and stuff from the new Star Wars shit. And he is tearing it apart. Like, just bitching and moaning. And like, there was one scene where it was something. I can't remember what it was. I think it was from, I don't think it was the Alkalite yet. I just saw him do one on the Alkalite. That was fucking hilarious. But,
there we go.
Hmm?
Were you doing something on the stream?
Yeah, I was checking something real quickly.
For a second. Yeah, on the, my wife looked at me because all the screens went blank.
Nah.
But, there was one where he just goes, "Well, congratulations, Disney. You killed my dream."
I'm just gonna say this as somebody who worked for a company and the boss sold it and then bitched after he sold it.
Mm-hmm.
If you had such a big problem with it, maybe you shouldn't have sold it.
I also have a feeling that a lot of the things that they promised did not happen.
No. There was an actual there was a full-on, straight-up, like, dictionary of things that Disney was supposed to follow through with when they bought the franchise that they never did.
Yeah, but it's actually my problem is just based off me listening to my old boss complain about the type of company that he sold, the business he spent his entire life making, that left us all in this interesting situation, and he's sitting there complaining about it like he didn't make a whole bunch of money off of it. So it's one of those things where it just hits a bell with me because I, as a person, dealt with that for 2 years.
Yeah, the difference in this situation though is like George Lucas saw what they were doing to Star Wars, and he tried to buy it back. They said no.
Yeah, they refused.
Of course not. It's making the money.
They're not making any money. It has been shown. Out of all of the Disney produced Star Wars, the only thing that has been profitable has been The Mandalorian, and everything else has lost money.
Well, that's because it's not as good.
That's because of Kathleen Kennedy and all her bullshit. I don't give a shit what you say, Alan. She is the fucking problem.
She's not the only one, though.
No, but she's the main one.
I think all of the other ones will be leaving soon because she enabled them.
Well, no, she's already leaving.
That's my point.
Well, she's not leaving.
Like the last of her projects.
She's technically gone.
Yeah.
I just hope Dave Filoni can turn it the fuck around. We need a live-action Clone Wars.
I would like that.
What we need is 7, 8, and 9 to join the books in the expanded universe.
No, what we need is 7, 8, and 9 to be something completely different than the fucking Skywalker saga.
That's kind of my point.
Well,
those not canon and redo it properly.
No, the Skywalker saga is 1 through 8. It all has to do with Skywalker.
Yeah, 1 through 9.
That's what I meant. Whatever.
You know what they need to bring back? They need to bring back Jaster Muriel.
The guy who played Jar Jar?
No.
No.
That's
Fuck.
Boba Fett's original name. That's who he
Even
was.
alive?
That's who he was before they turned him into Jango fucking Fett. He was the badass that actually brought Mandalorian back to its glory. He was the badass that fixed everything in the Legends canon.
No, you know what they need to do? First off, they need to do a fucking Mandalorian video game.
Oh, yes, they do.
And secondly, they need to do a prequel movie and or series about the War of Mandalore.
If they do that, then they're gonna have to make Revan completely canon.
Why do you think I want them to do it?
Okay, good. Good. I'm glad that you have an understanding there.
That, and I also want to see the original wielder of the Darksaber.
Yes. Tar
You know what
Vizsla.
I want to see?
Huh?
I want to see a movie or a short series about Bane.
The Batman one?
No, Darth Bane.
The first Sith, the author of the Rule of Two, started with all of the shit going on with the Sith, and then at the end of it, he institutes the Rule of Two.
He was not the first Sith.
No,
just so you know.
he was the one that
he's
implemented
the. First
the.
Sith to I said the
Yeah.
first Sith who implemented the Rule of Two.
Yeah, that's actually the only good thing he ever did, because he was also trying to institute a lot of the Jedi stuff into the Sith and trying to cross train between the two, and everyone's like, no, we can't do that. And
Well, that's
he's like,
also
"Okay."
because originally the Sith were created by the divide and civil war of the Jedi when they stopped believing in the way of the Prime Jedi, of what he actually believed when he started the Order.
Yeah.
It used to be they sought balance with both sides of the Force, and honestly, I think them pushing towards the light side is what strengthened the dark side in order to balance it.
Oh yeah,
That's why the only way to balance it was to murder everyone.
No, that's exactly what happened. That's why the dark side got so powerful in the shadows, was because the light side became so prevalent in public.
I mean, truthfully, too, the Sith is really the more like understandable way to go, because you're technically the Sith dabble in both. It's not straight 100% dark.
Yeah, it's just the ones that we've seen that have been so ambitious that they've pulled for galactic intervention that they've become evil. But Sith, in their philosophy, are not evil.
I'm gonna make a comparison. I don't know if this is gonna cheese anybody off, and I don't care. Sith are drug addicts. If they take their medication as prescribed, they're fine. They start taking it too much, and they start going downhill fast.
So are Jedi.
Yeah, so are Jedi.
No,
Well,
the Jedi are a cult.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Jedi is definitely more the religious fanatical side of it.
The Kool-Aid side.
They're religious and political fanatics at the same time.
I know.
God bless. I'm sorry. I wish the Jedi Order died without the Jedi dying. Because those are some of my favorite characters. They did all of these awesome characters in the Clone Wars, and I was in here going, they're all gonna die. This sucks.
You know the one that deserved to die, though? Mundi. Because fuck Mundi.
You want to know the funny thing about him?
What?
He's in one of the later episodes of The Acolyte.
I heard, and I still haven't
George
watched it
Lucas
yet.
Neither have I, because I refuse to, because it's reasons.
No, thank you.
But fucking, that was the episode that George Lucas did about the Acolyte, when he's like, is that, and whatever his name is, and he's like, he shouldn't even be alive during this time period. Congratulations, Disney, you ruined another one of my fucking characters.
Yeah, because even though that race is long-lived, they don't live fucking millennia.
No.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
The only person they could have brought in was Yoda.
When he was
And that
very
could have been
young.
Well, isn't it only 500 years? Because
I-
Yoda's 900 years old. He's over 900.
Yeah. But Yoda would have
So he'd
been
be middle-aged.
that would have been during the period though when Yoda would have been feared.
Yeah, that's why I think it would have been funny. It's like, Shink! Tell no one this happened. You must. Just Yoda flat out scaring the crap out of everybody into keeping quiet. And that's why we never heard about it. Because Yoda just walked in, mass murder all the bad people, like, there is no dark side. There is no Sith. Just promise you must.
Chef, thank you so much
They
for
say
that.
they won't, and then Yoda goes blink. Then just like the story, just like Rogue One, you all shall die.
Well, I mean, that's the thing too. Like, so I know we're stuck on Star Wars again, but
I'm okay with this.
You know this scene between Sidious and Yoda where they're fighting
Mm-hmm.
in the thing. The funny thing is they are the exact same person. Yoda is a light side user, but dabbles in the dark side without telling anyone. Sidious uses the dark side, but uses the light side techniques to his advantage. So that's the best part about the prequel movies was watching the two sides of that coin fight. And then Yoda realizing, oh, I'm fucked,
Mm-hmm.
and dipping the fuck out.
One of the things that I did love that came from that was the book that expanded on Palpatine and his relationship with his previous master.
One thing I liked was originally you just thought the three Jedi that were with Yoda were with
Mace?
Mace Windu were punks, and then you see them in the Clone Wars and go, wait a minute, why are they so kick-ass? And then you saw the scene where Sidious was against Maul and his brother, and you're like, oh my god, Yoda fought that.
Well, have you guys heard the fan theory about the Sith?
What?
So you remember how Sidious, his master was obsessed with living on past death.
Yeah.
You know, finding immortality. What was it? Darth Plagueis, I think, the first Sith to do that.
Yes.
Was like one of the first Sith ever, if not the first. I can't remember.
Yeah, no, Darth Plagueis was the first one, and the one to actually perfect it was Darth Nihilus.
Right, but
We're talking non-canon, right?
we're talking legends and all that fun stuff.
Darth,
We're talking pre-Disney.
I know. I'm trying to remember. I had the name Vitiate. Darth Vitiate, the Emperor from the Star.
Yeah, Vitiant was not the
Republic
first
MMO.
one. Vitiant was the one that Vitiant learned the secret from Plagueis.
Yeah, so
I didn't know Plagueis was more than 3,000 years ago.
yes.
Plagueis was one of the original, oldest.
Yeah, Plagueis was one of like back when they still were building Sith pyramids and shit.
Okay, I didn't know the time
Yeah.
frame. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, so Plagueis did it first. Transferred to the theory, transferred to his apprentice who killed him. Took over his apprentice's body. Then just kept leapfrogging down the line. So every Sith since Darth Plagueis has just been Darth Plagueis taking over another fucking body. Hence the reason why the technique has gotten better and better and better and better and better.
So Palpatine's just Plagueis again. Son of a bitch.
The one thing about that is, like, Darth Vicious is before the rule of two.
So is Plagueis.
Yeah, so Plagueis.
So that's the hole right there. Is wouldn't that have to be? I'm assuming the people who thought of that didn't realize that he existed before the rule of two.
Yeah, you could still transfer. You could still transfer your to your apprentice, and then once the rule of two comes into play, you just make sure that you're one of the two, and you continue to transfer down the line.
I mean,
it makes sense.
That's actually how Vitiant did it. It's literally how Vitiant did it.
Actually, no. He did it a different way. He consumed the life force of a planet, became a force ghost that jumped from body to body to body. He actually could freely move and consume multiple people at once. And also he didn't have to take control of the body. He could just be hiding inside of it until he wanted to come out. But he had a much easier time popping back and forth.
No, he didn't. That is not how it worked.
I played that part of the game, dude.
I did extensive research on Revan's whole arc. That's not how Vitiant worked.
This is after Revan.
Yeah, no, that isn't. The entire segment of Vitiant has to do with Revan. Revan's the one that eventually ends Vitiant later on. And the whole thing with how Vitiant worked was he would transfer his ghost, yes, but he still would have to take over the body, and he would have to have a physical body to exist. I know you're gonna have a rebuttal, but I have this evidence that is above that. I'm sorry. Like, this is also all recent that's in the actual books, as well as in the games and in the game movie that you can watch on YouTube that will tell you how Vitiant's abilities work.
Children.
I'm sorry, that was fucking rude. Period. I played the games. I'm going off of Knights of the Old Republic, the video games.
Okay, you're going off the games. I'm going off of the expansion of that.
You won't? Please let me talk.
Let one then the other.
You know what? How about this? I will see you all later because I don't want to deal with this right now. My blood pressure just spiked through the roof because I was just disrespected by somebody I thought was my friend. And no, because I know what I'm talking about, and just because you think differently doesn't mean you get to shut me down like that when I know it because I played the game. That was the storyline of the game.
Yeah, but you kept trying to talk over me when I wasn't even done. That's why I kept trying to shut you down.
Finish!
That after stream. Duke it out then. This isn't the point of this fucking stream. One talks, then the other. We are heading into destroying this fucking podcast territory, you two.
All right.
I will kick you both in the taint and make sure a big toe slips in.
You want to make it fun now?
No. Well, I mean, I want to make the podcast fun.
Can we do a BRB because I need to calm down?
Yeah, we can do it. Be right back. All right, yeah, we will be right back. Hey there, everybody. I want to take a second to introduce my two friends. This is
Random Skull,
and this
Mr.
is
Announcer.
And they are my two announcers to help keep things. Check out my streams as well as my content on YouTube. Thank you so much. Keep being awesome.
Well, hey there, everybody. Random Skull here. I just wanted to show you some fun highlights from Fasha's streams. Come check it out.
So you were just going after him, weren't you?
No. Yes.
I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, 'cause we're all dudes, hey. I am stuck here and I don't know how to get out.
Do you know what suck the heads means? Because I came down here with Keith once, and he didn't know. And, I mean, it ain't nothing bad. It's about eating.
You're tiring me real fast, son.
Okay?
It's our, first Ellis story in fucking forever.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? You know what the term suck the head means?
Reach in.
Alright, fine.
Nothing bad can happen.
Nothing bullshit.
Reach into the purple, pink, slimy thing.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Hello.
we're here to talk about different ways that you can support me as a content creator. Now, of course, there is
Patreon.
direct donations. And of course, there is also my merch store. Now, all of these are found on my Linktree. And if you do want to support me as a content creator and help out, and of course stay up to date on everything Fajali, check out the Linktree, which gives you access to everything in one place. Thank you all so much for joining me, and of course,
Thank you.
we'll see you later now.
Well, hey there, everybody. Mr. Announcer here. I've got some fun highlights from our weekly streams. Come check them out.
Yeah, and that's something that I've always said. You know, I say that in my streams and in a lot of my content when it comes down to it. Don't game because of what other people tell you to play. Game for what you want to play, because it's about enjoyment. It's not about fulfilling other people's expectations. That should never matter when it comes to what you enjoy. Give me the armor, all right? Give me the armor, and we can go our peaceful ways. Although you're never gonna be peaceful. All right, helmet, please. Helmet. Go fuck yourself. Now where the fuck are all the enemies? They're all getting killed, aren't they?
I don't get to kill anybody because I'm not paying attention.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Hey, Roland. Roland.
Well, hey everybody. Did you know that Agent Fasha Gamer has a Patreon?
That's right, and Random Skull is here to help tell you about it.
And that's right, we're doing this announcement together.
And when you subscribe to Patreon, you get to see content early, and of course, make requests for content on YouTube, and even on Twitch and TikTok. It's all up to you.
And of course, if you want to support Agent Fasha Gamer, check out these links. And of course, there are also links in the link tree.
And remember, when you subscribe to Patreon, you can also leave a message saying that Random Skull is better than Mr. Announcer.
Now, was that even really necessary? Hey there. You doing alright? You having some problems? Do you need some advice? Well, check out my podcast, Fajali Advice, where we do our best to try and help out others to be able to realize that mental health is something as important as our physical health. And of course, if you do want to participate, check out the email at the end. Your submission is completely anonymous. And of course, we hope you have a wonderful day.
Hey there, everybody. Well, I got some highlights for you to check out.
One thing I do want to talk about is Chef's weekend, because Chef went to an awesome little con while he's touching some plums, apparently. Let me touch your plums. Ah, you're trying to sneak up on me, hey? And fuck are you? Your value is indelible. It has been there since you were born, and it is priceless. And the only way to take away from that is when you devalue yourself. Nah, you should probably not be a racist and be a better person, but you probably can't be. That's why you have no friends, nobody likes you. When you look in the mirror in the night and you ask yourself, why? It's because of you. You're the reason nobody likes you. Because you suck. And it's not the world's fault that you suck. It's your fault that you suck. By the power of my stalwart, suck my dick. Oh my.
Well, hey there, everybody! Did you know that Agent Fasha Gamer also has a TikTok? That's right! He posts a lot of lore content and Digimon content on there. Go check it out!
hey everybody. Did you know that Asian Fashion Gamer has Instagram as well as X, otherwise known as Twitter? Yeah, they're in his link tree. Go check it out. Well, hey everybody. I got some highlights for you.
Let's say from the Walking Dead universe.
Okay.
Now, would you rather have unlimited stamina with a hand-and-a-half sword, or unlimited bullets with a semi-automatic? There's my water and my food. I might need to go get more food. I might have eaten all of the food. Come on, I just want the relic that I need. Oh, please do cry, because honestly, I'm sustained by the tears of trolls, because they're so damn weak.
Did I follow the wrong person?
No. Are you following me? Yeah, you follow. You followed the wrong person. You followed the dumbass. Me.
That so narrows it down.
I said me. Hey there, everybody. I want to take a second to introduce my two friends. This is
Random Skull.
and this is
Mr. Announcer!
and they are my two announcers to help keep things fun. If you want to get to know them better, check out my streams as well as my content on YouTube. Thank you so much. Keep being awesome.
Well, hey there, everybody. Random Skull here. I just wanted to show you some fun highlights from Fasha's streams. Come check it out.
So you were just going after him, weren't you?
No. Yes.
I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, because we're all dudes, hey. I am stuck here and I don't know how to get out.
Do you know what suck the heads means? Because I came down here with Keith once, and he didn't know. And, I mean, it ain't nothing bad. It's about eating.
You're tiring me real fast, son.
Okay.
It's our first Ellis story in fucking forever.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? You know what the term suck the head means?
Reach in.
Alright, fine.
Nothing bad can happen.
Nothing bullshit.
Reach into the purple, pink, slimy thing.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Hi.
We're here to talk about different ways that you can support me as a content creator. Now, of course, there is
Patreon.
Direct donation.
Hello, righty then, everybody. We are back, and I do apologize. I just got a little riled up, and that's kind of my fault. But we're gonna move on to a
Sorry.
different subject, which Chef wanted to bring up.
My bad movies that I absolutely love because they're so good that they're so bad they're good. Anything with Pauly Shore.
Wait, even Biodome?
Biodome was a horrible fucking movie, but it was so bad it was fucking amazing. That's why it's my favorite Pauly Shore movie, aside from the Goofy movie.
Okay. Now, Oda, have you watched any Pauly Shore movies?
I'm trying to remember who that is.
Encino Man?
He's the guy that talks like this. In the Goofy movie, he's got the Leaning Tower of
I'm
Cheese.
Googling, by the way.
Okay. He was like the like one of the more famous he was a stoner dude essentially.
Oh yeah. Well, he and Andy Dick were like I can't cross my fingers.
Wait.
In the Army Now is the one I saw of him.
Yes.
with his-
Oh yes,
That
yes,
is
that's
my
another
second
good one.
My second favorite Andy Shore movie, or Pauly Shore movie. Plus, it has
I have
Andy
an
Dick in it
opinion
too.
that's gonna piss you two off because I know you both don't like it.
What?
What's that?
The original Mario Brothers movie with the weird ass Evo guns and the
You mean
chimpanzees.
the movie that I own on DVD?
It-
I fucking love that movie.
So many people hate that movie.
I love that. Okay, the only thing I don't like about that movie is Yoshi, because Yoshi was just weird. But other than that, I actually liked crap, what's his name? Because we were actually talking about that movie. He's the bad guy from Waterworld, but he also plays Bowser in this movie.
Yes.
Oh, he plays the bad guy in fucking everything he's in. I don't
This-
think I've ever seen him play a good guy.
Yeah, he also plays a bad guy in what is it, Return of Night of the Living Dead or something? I forgot which one it was. The one they
Something
have.
like that.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, he's a really nice guy.
He's an extremely nice guy.
He's just one of those guys that's typecasted as evil.
Well, he has that voice.
Oh yeah.
And that charisma. He sounds like that guy that talked you out of your lunch when you were a kid.
Yes.
Ooh, wait. You know what another good bad movie is? Tombstone.
The Wild West movie?
Yeah, with Russell Crowe.
That was a great movie.
So many people hate on that movie.
It's because that Tombstone and Wyatt Earp came out at the same time.
Oh, I like that one too.
And
but
you were either a fan, you were either a fan of one or the other, because Wyatt Earp technically got it more historically accurate, whereas Tombstone went for the theatrical. Let's get a bunch of let's get a bunch of money.
yeah, wasn't Leonardo DiCaprio in that?
In which one?
In Tombstone?
No.
No.
That's
No. Okay.
Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer played Doc Holliday.
I was actually thinking of the one where it was the woman who became the woman who did the shootout with the old man.
Oh, I don't think that
Leonardo DiCaprio.
That was The Quick and the Dead. Your wife just said it.
Yes, that's a good one too.
That's another good one.
No.
Yeah.
So Tombstone cast was Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, Sam Elliott, Bill Paxton, Powers Booth, Michael Biehn as Johnny Ringo, Charlton Heston, Jason Presley,
God.
John Tenney.
Damn, talk about
Stephen
a star-studded
Lang.
cast.
Well, now, yeah,
I mean, I guess back
were
then
pretty-
they weren't.
Well, they kind of were, they kind of weren't. But Stephen Lang played Ike Clanton, Thomas Hayden Church, which the only thing, oh my God, that's another movie. The only other thing that I equate Thomas Hayden Church to, he's the bad guy in fucking George of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle.
I got another one.
Oh?
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
That movie was done so fucking well.
I love that movie. Sean Connery did a fucking amazing job in that movie.
You know, he's never watched it.
Sean Connery hated doing that movie so much, that's why he didn't act again.
Really?
Yep. And
Wait, really?
That's the movie that made him. That's the movie that made him retire, and he refuses to watch it
Why? Wait a minute. Why does he hate it?
because he didn't understand the script.
And the producer, and he hated the producer. Like, nobody would try to explain it to him. Nobody, like, he was just told, march, bitch, march, do as we tell you to. We don't give a shit about you.
Okay, I can see why he didn't like it then.
You know what that was surprising for that movie too, and I didn't realize it until later on. That was supposed to be one of the beginning entries into Universal's reboot of the MonsterVerse.
Really?
Yeah, because you know how like they did Dracula Untold, they did League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, they did Tom Cruise's The Mummy, all that shit.
Okay,
Those
so
were supposed to be.
they were all gonna bring those
Those-
together, like Frankenstein, The Mummy, and okay.
Well, they're trying to make they were trying to, and they kind of still are trying to, but kind of scrapped it. They were trying to build like a cinematic universe called the Dark Universe, and it's all the old classic monster movies: Dracula, The Mummy, The Werewolf, you know, all that fun shit in their own cinematic universe.
Ooh.
My only problem with that is I'm sorry, you're about 10 franchises too late for that to be a relevant idea.
Didn't Scooby-Doo do that?
And the Hulk, and Spider-Man, and
yeah, so many.
They were essentially trying to take Marvel's cinematic universe success and add it to the classic monster movies that everybody loves. But the problem is they're taking the classic monster movies that everybody loves and making the Tom Cruise Mummy.
But the Tom Cruise Mummy sucked.
Welcome to the problem.
There's also the fact of, I'm sorry, I've always had a problem with making the monster the good guy.
I don't know.
The whole point for me, for like Dracula, he is evil. He's not a nice guy. That's the point. The Wolfman is uncontrollable rage and aggression.
The only one that I think doesn't fit that would be Frankenstein's monster.
No, the villain died in the end of that one. His name was Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, that's true. He was a monster.
Yeah, the villain was the actual doctor.
Yeah, that's true.
The monster was the villain, was the victim.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which was the fun of that. But all of those monsters, there's like if you want to make a vampire, werewolf, and all this work together, don't use those names because Dracula is supposed to be the personification of. Basically, he's the sin of lust.
Essentially.
He's a blood-sucking demon.
I will say the way they did it in Dracula Untold was actually a pretty cool storytelling of it, and they were trying to bring it more historical to it with what could have been Vlad the Impaler.
Oh, that.
Even though Vlad the Impaler was a complete and total fucking nut job asshole.
Yeah. You want to hear another one that's good? Dracula 2000.
Dracula 2000.
I wasn't a fan.
Is that the one with Keanu Reeves?
No,
that's
Keanu Reeves' hairdo at the time.
Yeah, it's hold on.
Dracula 2000. I don't know if I remember that one.
It wasn't that great of a movie, in my opinion. Anyway.
It had Terry Ryan in it. That's the main reason why I liked it.
Harry Ryan. Okay.
Terry Ryan.
I was like, who's Harry Ryan?
Oh! Gerard Butler played Dracula.
Oh! I saw commercials for this.
It wasn't the best movie, but it was probably one of the most original takes on Dracula and his story. Do you guys care about spoilers?
No.
I've watched it.
Spoiler warning for anybody that does care.
Oh, if anybody who hasn't watched it in the last 24 years.
Wait, like from biblical?
Dracula. Yeah, the reason why he hung himself at sunset and he was paid with silver. That's why he has it like sunlight, and why they have a problem with silver and Christian iconography.
Oh my god, I forgot Nathan Fillion was in
I actually kind of like that.
It wasn't the best movie ever, and yeah, they had Van Helsing in it.
Yeah, played by
really old
Christopher Plummer.
As Van Helsing? Interesting. Now,
yeah, and
sorry, I do apologize. Nasan here did redeem positive affirmation, so I did want to do that one real quickly. I really appreciate you being here, and my positive affirmation for today is remember to just take a breather, because there are times where your emotions might take over, but it's okay. It is. Not everybody's out to get you. I promise you. You're gonna be alright.
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
No.
Shut up!
If you're friends, and you both have strong personalities, stop, walk away, count to 10, come back.
It's a better idea.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Dracula 2000, it had an interesting plot, and and I thought it was a good movie.
I'll have to check that one out.
What movie, going along with the monster theme of it, one of the ones that I loved, because it was a good movie, it was not a good fucking monster movie, but Van Helsing.
The one with Hugh Jackman? Okay. You know what I loved about that movie?
At the time, the CGI was done very well.
The crossbow. I love that crossbow.
That crossbow was sick.
That thing was badass.
No, my favorite part was, I know what it's for! I know what it's for! I know what it's for!
He just comes running out.
Oh my god. Who the fuck was that?
That was the Lily... That was Chaucer. I believe that was the same dude who played him.
That was not no.
No.
No, he played the priest and priest.
Oh, never mind then.
No, the
And
where is he?
while he's looking this up, Nasen, the Nintendo Switch is worth buying, not just for a singular franchise. You want to look at it as it is a handheld game system that you can take with you while still playing it as a non-handheld system. But look at the games that are on there and do your research on that aspect. If you're just getting it for Pokemon, you can get emulators for that. There should be more of a reason to buy the system than just that game franchise. I would try to do more research before just kind of buying it for one thing.
Okay, so the little monk dude was David Wenham.
David Wenham. I don't know who the fuck that is. Damn it.
He has been in a lot of stuff too.
Wait a minute. Was he in Pacific Rim?
He played Faramir in Lord of the Rings, Twin Towers.
Oh, okay. Now I know who you're talking about.
And Return of the King.
Now I know who you're talking about.
And Dilios in 300. The guy who gets his eyes fucked up.
Yeah. He looks like,
David Wenham.
you know, a dollar store Sean Bean almost with shorter hair.
Almost.
Only he doesn't die in every single fucking role he plays.
No.
Oh God.
Poor Sean
I mean,
Bean.
if we want to talk about another bad movie that was good, to me anyway, and got trashed in the fucking movie
Box office, whatever.
Yeah, it was Priest, the one with I cannot remember his fucking.
I only know him as Chaucer.
Name. Yeah, he plays the Vision. He's one of my favorite fucking actors.
Yeah.
Paul Bettany. Jesus Christ, why could I not fucking think of that? But he played the priest, and then the bad guy was played by Carl Urban, and they were vampires.
And
that was actually a pretty good movie too.
That was. Shoot, there was another movie. It was a movie that involved vampires and Alaska and the fact that Alaska.
The Darkest Night?
Yes, that movie.
That movie was The Darkest Night.
Never seen it.
So it's a play off the fact that there is an entire village in Alaska full of vampires. And the reason they live in Alaska is because in Alaska, during the winter solstice, it is damn near, depending upon where you are, 24 hours of fucking darkness. And guess when the humans happen to come to the village?
No, there's a major plot hole with that.
Oh.
6 months later.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Where the summer solstice, it's 22 hours of sunlight.
So they just live underground then. Like, fuck the sun, we're underground.
Here's one that was cheesy and it was awesome. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Night.
Ooh. Tales from the Crypt.
Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, man. I missed that little...
the actual full-length movie where they had the blood jar thing and the demon, where he had fire coming out of his pants.
Dude, I miss Tales from the Crypt. I really do.
I miss the Crypt Keeper. He was fucking awesome.
Well, the problem is his personality would not fly today on TV.
Those jokes had to stay in the 90s.
Yes. Yes. If you ever watched the Tales of the Crypt, remember, it was made in a different time.
A very different time. And
like, the jokes he made about Elvira during the Halloween special.
You know, he had
for as old as she is still kind of hot.
I mean, I got to actually meet her in person during a convention, and she's a very nice lady.
Oh,
she's so humble.
From what I've heard, she is like the Dolly Parton of fucking horror.
She really is. Like she's just always kind, always willing to just talk to you. It's fucking adorable.
Especially when you know her story about how she started that.
Yeah, it didn't start off the way you thought it was.
No. But that's
I got
for
a
a different
really
conversation.
I got a fun TV series that not a lot of people knew. Mega XLR.
Because chicks
I've heard
dig
of it. I've never
giant
watched it.
robots. You dig
It is so
giant
the
robots.
90s. It was so like a 90s greasing muscle head used his car as the head for the most powerful robot in the universe.
And it was,
And he's just randomly throwing levers to kick the crap out of it with his car.
and the entire
it made no
thing,
sense.
the entire thing was in Jersey.
Yeah, that's actually the other reason why I started watching it. I lived in Jersey at that time.
Like,
You know what? If we're gonna go to TV series, a series that was good, but by nowadays standards it's bad, and we can't believe that we let kids fucking watch it.
Ren and Stimpy?
Fucking no. That I can't believe we let us watch it when we were that age.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about dinosaurs.
Oh, good God. That was not a kid's show. That was not a kid's show. But for some reason, it was marketed to kids. It should not have been.
If I remember right, it also came on at like fucking 5 o'clock in the afternoon or 7 o'clock at the night. I can't.
It was
remember.
prime time. It came on during prime time.
Mama.
The ending of that series was so fucking dark. They
changed it.
Huh?
They changed it.
What do you mean?
Like if you go back, so they changed it from the original era, where the dad caused the extinction of all the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But they deemed it too dark and disturbing. VHS tape or any of the other subsequent series and all that stuff, they changed it to where he just got fired, and then the end of the world was happening anyway, and it just turned into an ice age.
That's bullshit. That was like what made that ending so fucking shocking.
Yeah, I know. They said it was too shocking after airing it.
I mean, yes, it was pretty fucking dark because the dad was literally responsible for the end of the world. And at the end of the show, or the end of that episode, they literally just sat there at home waiting to die.
And he literally killed all the dinosaurs.
I got a TV show that's really weird. I just looked up the name of it. Cleopatra 2525.
What the fuck?
I vaguely remember that.
You know the woman who played the played second in command in Firefly, who was also the lady in charge of suits?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's in this. It was
Yeah.
actually why I first watched Firefly, because I saw her and she was in this. The premise is that the blonde character was was basically sick and got put into a suspended animation until the year 2525. And now she joins with these other two women who are trying to fight, I think, like evil robots taking over the world or something. And they live in subterranean and they pretend they're Spider-Man.
This sounds like the
was just
beginning to a 90s porno.
Or the Matrix.
It was literally, it was probably 2 articles of clothing away from a porno. But because it was a 90s thing with 3 hot girls.
Sounds about right.
Keep in mind, they were actually, like, they were scantily dressed, but not like, you know how sci-fi does it. They do it where it's not totally terrible.
Yeah.
They
But
do
you
it in a way
definitely
they can
tell
kind of get
they
away
have the
with it.
hot. But it was just like totally cheesy, totally stupid, and as hell.
I just thought of another one, but I just fucking forgot about it too.
Another one is called Jericho with, I think it's Luke Perry.
The TV show?
Yes.
That show was actually good.
Yeah, but they killed it after the first season.
Oh yeah, of course.
All right, here's one.
Also,
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, That was also the first TV show I ever saw with boobs in it. 'Cause it was a Showtime show. So I was like, wait, they can have boobs in a TV show?
on cable. Now, how did you guys feel about Eureka?
I fucking love that show. That show was awesome. I have so many fucking actors that I follow from that.
All right, fuck yeah, that was a great one. Now,
Plus, it had Felicia Day in it, so
one movie that is bad, that it became like a cult classic that I sort of don't get, but I sort of do get because I watched it, and it does make me laugh just because it got famous. It's called The Room. Written and directed by Tommy Wiseau. You gotta. It is the weirdest fucking movie. It is bad, like indie budget movie bad. But for some reason, it's got a cult following, and it got so it got bad, and then it got so good and so famous because it was so bad that Adult Swim aired it. It airs it like once a year as a ceremony. And Tommy Wiseau, the director, this guy who talks in a really weird way. You should look him up. He thinks he's the shit because of this movie. But originally he thought he was the shit because the movie got famous and he thought it was because it was well done. And he just eventually rolled into, okay, it's a bad movie and everybody likes it because it's a giant joke. And it is.
I got one that might get me some slack or some crap because George Clooney famously said, "You might have killed this, but I almost killed a franchise with bat nipples."
Batman
And Robin, I actually thought was a good movie.
But
it was a good movie.
I like the over-top cheesy.
But that suit could poke an eye out.
The suit is the one and only bad part about that movie because the whole point of Batman and Robin was to bring back the campiness of the 1960s fucking Adam West Batman.
And I liked
Like,
Uma Thurman's
Arnold
rendition.
Schwarzenegger, like, I like the fact that Arnold Schwarzenegger was funny. He was allowed to tell jokes, and like nobody liked it for that. Everyone was like, "Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger shouldn't tell jokes." It's like, one, he told the jokes he was given, and two, they were funny if you think about it the way it was meant to be thought of. Where, please don't take this seriously. It's not meant that way.
Well, I mean, a lot of people don't realize that the whole point of that movie was to bring back the Adam West era, but in movies.
Mm-hmm. And honestly,
because that's back when.
Oh, sorry.
That's back when Batman was funny.
Yeah. And honestly, I loved how Arnold Schwarzenegger delivered those lines. It's time to chill. I mean, come on.
I mean, not only that, but Arnold can be funny. I mean, look at one of while we're on the subject of Arnold, a bad movie that everybody hates, but I watch every fucking Christmas season. That's Jingle All the Way.
That was considered a bad movie.
It's double time.
Because that's one of the main arguments of Arnold can't do comedy. Arnold shouldn't do comedy.
I'm sorry.
Like, dude, that movie was fucking great.
For it.
What about Kindergarten Cop?
Kindergarten Cop.
Twins.
What the fuck? He can't do comedy, my ass.
You want to know what? You know the lady that played the principal in Kindergarten Cop? I cannot remember her name. The really short lady.
Oh fuck me.
She also played Heidi in the NCIS Los Angeles.
I don't remember her name.
Hetty. But she had one of the best lines ever in Kindergarten Cop. Because Arnold Schwarzenegger found out a guy was abusing his kid and beat the snot out of him. And she's like, "So tell me," and the principal to him, keep in mind, they didn't like each other. "So tell me, how did it feel when your knuckles collided with that asshole's face?" And she had, like, the way she delivered it, it was like all like, she suddenly was like gleefully creepy about it. Like, "Please give me all the details of how it felt to destroy that motherfucker," type of look. And she did it so well. And it was so, because you thought he was going to get kicked out.
You know who it was?
Who?
It is the same woman who says "no caps."
No caps. Really? Wait, it's her?
Yeah, it's Linda Hunt.
Holy shit.
If I remember right,
woman
I'm pretty
has-
sure she played Edna Mode.
she has some of the best, because she is like one of the best dry humor. You don't think she's joking, but it's hysterical anyway.
She is also the
Deliverers?
grandmother Willow in Pocahontas. Sorry, not to cut you off. I'm just going through her.
Her
I'll go
IMBD.
through-
Okay, I was actually done. It was just like, and I don't know. I'm actually like, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm probably gonna catch on fire. Like my hair's gonna turn into flames.
It's okay,
like
Guy
Chef
Fieri.
Came over and said hello. Dragon Ball Evolution was not bad to watch if you didn't expect it to be a Dragon Ball movie. I watched it before I knew a lot about Dragon Ball. And then I went, well, no, I knew a decent bit about Dragon Ball, but I didn't know about the original series Dragon Ball. And the only good thing that came out of that movie was it got me to watch Dragon Ball.
Shun the
And then I thought it
non-believer.
was shit.
Shun the
Shun the
non-believer.
Shun.
I never said it wasn't a bad movie. I just said it was funny to watch the retro. You know how sometimes you just have to watch the train wreck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called reality
I was sitting
TV.
there. In all honesty, it was a decent movie until the last 20 minutes. Like, they could have pulled that movie off if they had if they had actually just done a Goku versus Piccolo DBZ fight. Instead of making Goku his freaking lieutenant. That was stupid.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I know there's a lot of problems, but if they had just done a regular Dragon Ball style, Goku isn't actually the villain, just Goku getting the stuff, taking on the bad guy, picking a fight, awesome battle, special effects, choreographed. If they had actually, had a DBZ fight in the or Dragon Ball fight in it, it would have at least been passable. They couldn't even do that.
So, I was wrong.
Oh?
She must have been the character model for Edna Mode because she looks exactly like her. But Edna E Mode was voiced by Brad Bird.
Brad Bird. Okay.
The director and the writer.
I didn't know.
But you know what Linda Hunt did voice? The narrator in God of War 1 and 2.
Oh, shit. Well, damn.
I know, right?
Yeah, well, now that my friends no longer want to be friends with me because I actually enjoyed the first half of a horrible movie.
No.
And also, I didn't know. I picked it up. I was excited to watch it, and it started out okay. Okay, you're in high school, that can be forgiven, and then it just got worse.
I mean, if we're talking, well, no, those are bad movies that are just bad. Never mind.
No. We're trying to talk about bad movies that are good, not bad movies that are
I know.
bad.
No, I'm just saying that was one where it was it wasn't like I wasn't like, oh my god, I wasted my life watching this. I've had those, but it was basically the more I thought about it, the worse it got.
Okay, I can see that. Oh, I got a movie. This is a movie that a lot of people think are bad, but I still enjoy it. Anaconda.
Oh, okay. I like the first one.
Yeah, no, I'm only talking about the second. the fucking Amazon Rose shit does not exist to me. I'm just talking. I'm just talking about J-Lo and Ice Cube.
Yeah, those were good. Owen Wilson.
Yep.
I never actually. I think I've seen part of it. I never had a chance to watch the whole thing.
Wasn't Michael Rooker in that too?
Was he?
I think so.
I know one. I always mistook the Hunter as Anthony Hopkins, and I know that's not Anthony Hopkins.
No, that's John Voight.
Yeah, I don't know why, but when I was younger, I always used to get John Voight and Anthony Hopkins mixed up.
I forgot Jonathan Hyde was in this. And there's only one. Technically, it's two parts in the same movie that I can only think of him as. the hunter and the dad in Jumanji.
Oh man.
Because the hunter is supposed to represent how Alan feels about his dad.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, the dad in
Uh,
Jumanji.
Fucking Danny Trejo was in it. Sorry, it was John Voight and Jonathan Hyde that I was thinking of instead of Michael Rooker.
Mm.
But yeah, and then Johnny Trejo's in it, which is hilarious.
Wait, where?
And then
When is Johnny Trejo in Anaconda?
he's the poacher.
Oh, okay.
Fucking. I mean, if we're talking about animal movies, one of my favorite shark movies, even though if you think about it past your fucking nose, it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Meg?
Because how are sharks this big gonna fit through a fucking porthole door in a sinking facility? Fucking Deep Blue Sea.
Oh.
They're genetically mutated fucking tiger sharks that are supposed to be so fucking big, yet they're fitting through these goddamn people-sized portholes. Or in the porthole fucking doors.
Doesn't make any sense, because they should be way too big for those.
You ready for another creature feature that was I liked it, but I don't think a lot of people did? Congo.
I loved
the
Congo.
The white apes and the diamond laser gun?
Yep.
Dude, I have the fucking book. I love that movie.
Okay, and
I stole that book from my school library.
And I don't know why. The Doom movie with The Rock in it.
Yes.
I love that movie. Okay,
So many people trashed that movie, and I'm like, that was the point.
It wasn't supposed to. They didn't mean to take themselves seriously at all.
The best part about that movie, though, is when they go from Carl Urban looking at him to first person fucking view as Reaper, fucking using the game fucking graphics and everything, just fucking going through that shit.
Boom.
Oh my god. I love that fucking scene.
So many people trash that scene because they don't get it.
Because they weren't gamers.
That's the problem.
They didn't grow up with Doom.
But those
I
are.
grew up with Doom, and I knew a first-person shooter when I saw one.
Yeah, but you are a gamer and you can appreciate this shit.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that rare.
See, I grew up with Quake over Doom, but once I got older, I started playing Doom, I think, on the 64. But no, I fucking love the Doom series.
Hell yeah.
But the way they actually worked the BFG into the fucking movie.
That's a big fucking gun.
That was the only Easter egg for that fucking thing. It's like, what's a BFG? Oh, that's a big fucking gun.
And of course, it had to be The Rock to say that. It just delivered the line perfect.
My favorite character in that fucking movie, aside from Reaper, Carl Urban, because I am a huge Carl Urban fan. Like, dude, I have not seen him play a bad fucking role. Even the roles in bad movies, he still does good in it because dude's fucking awesome.
He fixes bad roles.
Exactly. I mean, look what he did to Billy Butcher and the fucking the vampire priest in fucking Priest. Carl Urban does not play a bad role. But aside from Reaper, my second favorite character was Tank.
Tank?
Big black dude with the fucking Gatling gun.
Oh yes, the one that got that went fucking a boxing match with the demon.
Yep.
Actually,
and almost kind of won.
Kind of.
My second favorite is the guy missing his bottom half and how he said, "Yeah, sometimes we have mishaps." Then looks down.
Oh yeah. What does that mean? It means he ended up in one universe and his ass ended up in another. Oh Jesus Christ! Like that movie I've watched. I own it on DVD. I've watched it so many fucking times.
Nice.
The Lost in Space movie from the 2000s.
The one
I didn't even like it.
The one with Matt LeBlanc.
Yes. The guy who plays Joey in Friends.
Yeah. that was
Okay.
him. Yep.
I liked that one.
I didn't know much about the source material, to be honest. It was just pew pew laser robot monsters, so I liked it.
Well, keep in mind the source material is fucking corny.
Oh, so much.
Do you know? Did you hear this? I think I actually told you guys the story with Bill Murray. I think his name is the kid, the player who played.
That's
Will
not
Robinson.
Bill Murray.
Okay, I can't remember his name though.
Bill Murray is the dude from Caddyshack, Peter Venkman, and Ghostbusters.
Lost in Translation.
Oh, don't even get me started on that movie. That movie was bad and it sucked.
It was artistic. No, it wasn't.
The only thing that saved it is Scarlett Johansson's hot.
Barely.
That doesn't save everything.
No, it doesn't. You know who does? Okay, I don't know why this made me think about it, but you know what's a good movie that a lot of people don't talk about, and I don't know if people like it? Being John Malkovich.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
I've heard of it. It's not my style of movie.
Mummy.
Huh?
Bill Mummy.
Bill Mummy.
The kid who played Will Robinson.
Will Robinson. He also played Lanier in Babylon 5.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another movie that I don't think a lot of people know about, and honestly, it almost failed on production because of all the bullshit it went through. But I love it. Titan AE.
I've never watched it all the way through.
What?
I actually saw a video about that earlier because they were talking about how they wanted to do that live action and then saw how much it would cost and decided to animate it.
Yeah, no, they couldn't do it. And so, they went through, I think, 3 different directors eventually, ended up with a $55 million budget to make this movie and only 12 months to finish it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was actually... Would you like to hear the marketing scheme I heard for it, which is why I watched it?
What was it?
It's an American attempt at an anime.
I mean, I can see that.
I can kind of see that, actually. But I don't know, I liked it. I thought it was fun.
I think this movie was a bad movie on purpose. What'd you have on, Chef?
I have an entire series.
Oh?
Okay.
It is a movie series that is so bad, it has a cult following to the point where they are basing video games off of it. And it is a video game that we play every Friday. Fucking, even though it is not exactly Starship Troopers.
But it is.
The Starship Troopers fucking franchise. Those movies, if you go back and watch, are so fucking bad, especially after the first one. They're so bad, but they lean into the bad corniness of it and the oorah fucking, like, let's shoot shit. They lean into it so far forward. You're surprised they're not falling on their face, but they make fantastic movies when you are bored.
I will say, I am sad that the guy who played Johnny Rico doesn't do more.
He made it through 1 and 2. I think that was it.
Yep, that's it. He only did 1 and 2.
He actually tried to get back into it. They wouldn't let him.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
He got too old.
Oh. But he's Johnny Rico.
Casper Van Dien played Johnny Rico. And of course, you have Denise Richards. Dina Meyer played Dizzy, the one who ended up dying. Jake Busey, which is hilarious because his dad is batshit fucking crazy.
But Gary Busey's been on so many drugs, you can't blame him.
Here's a question. For Rico's love triangle, am I the only person that thinks the hot one died and the ugly one lived?
No.
I think Denise Richards is hot, but Dina...
No, it wasn't. It was actually the character's personality, not the actress.
Yeah.
But that personality is just a little like, I'm sorry, I don't like damsels in distress. I like damsels causing distress.
There's a reason I go for Velma and not Daphne. But like,
Oh, what was the movie?
I was gonna say the reason I was attracted to Dizzy as a kid is the same reason I'm attracted to anything Michelle Rodriguez does.
Redheads?
No, Michelle Rodriguez is
Oh,
not
wait,
a
no, she's
redhead.
not. Yeah, never mind.
She is just a badass. Like even outside of her characters of Letty or from SWAT, which that's another one that got fucking tanked really bad, even though I thought it was a great movie.
Mm.
But Michelle Rodriguez is just kind of like the dutier chicks, if you want to think about it. You know, just the badass into guns, cars, and all that shit.
Yeah.
Which Dizzy as a character hit me as that as well, being in the infantry.
I got another interesting series, and the only reason it's alive is because the actor paid for it.
Mission Impossible?
No. I'm talking about good movies.
All right, what is
that
it?
Other people think are bad, not bad movies that are just bad. The Riddick movies.
Oh, yes.
Fuck. So after
Vin Diesel is the reason they made Riddick.
I mean, that's the only reason why he continued to do the Fast and Furious movies, because he wanted to do more Riddick.
Yep.
He wanted to stop after 3.
You know the woman...
Hold on. Alan's lagging a bit, so...
you know the lady who plays Bo-Katan in The Mandalorian?
Yeah. Katie Sackhoff.
Yeah. She had a scene where she wasn't wearing any clothing, and it actually was done right. Because it's like, she's a military person, she hears a noise while she's showering, and she gets out, doesn't worry about the towel, picks up her gun, and starts scanning.
Yep.
It's like, you see her boobs because she's looking to shoot somebody in the head. It's like, they're there, but it's not like, oh, it was just, no, she was doing what she was doing. Something happened. She got out her gun. I'm like, I'm going to shoot. Where is it? It's like, damn, that's a badass chick. It's like, I don't care if I'm flashing you. I'll flash you with something else too before you die.
You know, so personal feelings about Katie Sackhoff. She is really good on screen. Off screen, she doesn't care about her characters as much as she would like people to think she does. Like, so again, I went to Bold City Con here in Jacksonville. They had Emily Swallow, I can never remember his name, the dude who played Paz Vizsla, and Katie Sackhoff there.
Okay.
The 3 of them did a panel. You could tell how much the dude who played Paz Vizsla, and I know personally how much Emily Swallow loves to play the armor. Katie Sackhoff, as much as she portrayed that she liked it, it was almost like she was just like, it's another role kind of thing. So
I'm going to say that's not exactly a bad thing. It is her job, and it's her job to go to these conventions. She might love the character, she might love to do it, but she also might separate herself from the characters because she has had a long career.
Yeah, I mean, so has Emily Swallow.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, while it might not be fun for the Star Wars fan, it's not something I'd hold against her.
Well, I mean, again, so just the difference in thing, they were both there. Or all 3 of them were there. The dude that played Paz Vizsla and Emily Swallow, they came to the Star Wars cosplayers booths. And were talking with us, taking pictures. We had ceremonies where we gave them shit from our personal stuff. Katie Sackhoff left after her panel.
So, when it comes to community outreach, she can seem a little bit standoffish.
Little bit.
A little bit. And, you know,
But
at
also-
the same
also,
time...
like,
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I was going to say, also, Emily Swallow will take her armor costume from set. Like, she has her costume. And she will dress up in it at conventions and walk around with her helmet on. And not tell anybody that she's Emily Swallow until they go to take a group picture. And they're like, all right, buckets off. And everybody takes off their helmet. And she takes off her helmet standing right in the middle of the picture.
And everybody looks.
Yeah. Whereas, again, you never hear anything about Katie Sackhoff doing that.
All right, I can see where you're coming from with that, but I also understand what Oda's saying too, because it's her job, so it's I guess it's that balance of separating the actor from the character at times, because that can't, not saying that this is happening obviously, but it has happened in a toxic sense, like with that actor who played Joffrey from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Never wants to act
Will
ever
Wheaton.
again. Or Will Wheaton. That's actually a really good example.
Oh, you want to hear one that was really bad? The guy who played the son in Rocky Horror Picture Show actually went and became a hermit to hide from the people who liked that movie.
Wait, really?
Because he hated the role so much.
So, side note.
Damn.
I'm hearing a bunch of static and shit. Come to find out, it's not static. Past my noise canceling earphones, it is pouring outside so fucking loud that I can hear
Oh, we can't hear it at least.
it. Sorry, not to distract, but that's why I got up, because I'm like, is that rain?
Gotta love Florida.
The Florida man is getting rained on. Let us put on our surprise face.
No, that's your OnlyFans face.
Fuck you. Oh my, no, wrong channel.
Asian Daddy Gamer.
Oh, daddy.
Oh, and of course, for those of you that
daddy.
are here, there is a small announcement for everybody who is going to be there for our D&D Dupes Livecast podcast this Friday. It's going to be a little bit of a special episode because we had one of our members have something occur this week and they can't be there. So we're going to be doing a one-shot that's going to be DM'd by Chef.
Hi. The chaotic squirrel gets to be the DM.
We are going straight to the underworld.
We are going to die.
Hey, you know what? Baldur's Gate 3 started that way, and it was a fun trip.
This is true.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah, we did go through hell and then out of hell.
Did you guys ever see that hard-to-get scene at the beginning of Baldur's Gate 3 where, oh, God, the wizard name.
Elminster?
Blank.
Or
No,
the one that eats
in
your
the
shit.
Party. Gale.
Gale. Yeah.
Gale's like, go to hells. Wow, that actually has new meaning for us.
Yes, I have gotten that one. I think I got that on my solo playthrough.
I got that on my second playthrough. I didn't catch it on the first.
How do you get that?
Oh, fuck.
Go to camp very early.
Yes. Right after...
If you progress too far in the storyline, it skips it.
Okay, so pretty much like get Gale, go to camp.
I think you have to go to camp first, then get Gale, then go to camp again.
What the balls? Okay.
I did what Faja did, and it worked just fine.
Okay. Well, I haven't done it yet.
You have to camp more than once.
But I will say that Baldur's Gate is going to be in the Toss Up Tuesday lineup from so far what I've seen in the votes.
Okay.
New character?
Yeah, new character. I'm going to start anew.
You know what? If you do a Baldur's Gate character, seriously, get a 12-sided die and roll it.
Oh no, yeah, we're gonna roll everything for that character.
Just please don't do that for the build, because if you can't beat the game because your character's a chaotic mess, it wouldn't be any fun.
That's true. That'd be a problem.
Oh,
Like,
would it be
get
fun?
like, put all of my stats into intelligence and everything, but I'm a barbarian. No strength.
So if we ever play another D&D game or whatever, I want to play a barbarian that tries to use magic.
Cast iron.
No, he's gonna cast shield.
Shield.
No, he grabs the wizard and puts him in front of him.
That's
Actually, I had a really funny idea. Have a barbarian with a fishing pole with a cast iron skillet on the end of it.
ow.
It's
So
a
he literally
it's a
casts
range-
Ow.
iron.
That is a deadly weapon.
Imagine the distance on that. How far can I cast? I don't know. How many feet of line do you have?
Let's do the perfect cast.
Oh, I was gonna say it's a magic rod with infinite line. It was made for him as a way so that he can cast iron by an artificer who's a friend of his.
I just had the best idea for the most useless D&D item ever.
Oh,
Okay, that's a long list.
The immovable fishing rod.
That sounds really useful, big game fishing.
yeah.
Yes, but how often do you big game fish in D&D?
I'm just
It
saying,
makes
imagine
sense for
you
the
like catch a
character.
fucking dragon turtle, and all of a sudden, yeah, the fishing rod ain't moving, but the boat's going under.
Oh no, from the shore, we see if we can pull to the island.
Well, no, it's an immovable rod. So literally, you cast it out, you push the button when it's in the slot, and it doesn't move. So
5th edition made him not cool. They
Oh.
put a strength cat limit to it.
Lame.
not in any of the games I've played.
That because most people homebrew it for the fun of it.
Yeah,
So wait,
No,
what's the strength
immovable.
cap in 5th edition then?
I think it's like 500 pounds, or like if you
Yeah.
if you put like 500 pounds on it, it breaks the spell.
yeah.
Hmm.
Whereas,
Nobody
like,
does that.
most of us like to fuck around with it the way that we, used to. And no, it's an immovable rod, homie.
And also,
God, yeah.
keep
I
in
love
mind,
stupid D&D ideas.
keep in mind, we can always attempt to kill off character if you want to switch. We just have to plan it out.
Oh, are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no. No, I'm done. I'm cool playing Carousel and Zafira.
All right.
If something happens, something happens. I just have like 7 other characters lined up to go next.
So I will say, if Orin got splatted, I don't think I care.
I mean,
Like,
I
he's
get-
fun and all, but I'm not like emotionally invested in him because it's a character that's not me.
Mhm.
I'm not a charismatic person, and I'm not musical, but it's a fun class to play.
I get
I
you.
don't know. I have so many characters that I want to play. It's like if anything happens to Carousel and Zafira, like I will probably go Life Cleric, just because we don't have any healers.
Yeah.
If anything happens to Orin, I am not gonna roll a caster. Sorry if that screws us over with the magic department. I want to make a barbarian named Slash, who speaks like this in common, but speaks also elegantly when they talk into Elven.
Please make him Slash, but use only bludgeoning weapons.
Nope, they have an axe.
Slash use
See,
club.
I like doing stupid shit where it's like, oh, his name's Slash. I'm sure he uses edged weapons. Nope, fucking big ass bone as a club.
Oh no, how about this? He uses a club that used to be an axe. He broke the blade off, but it still has that big honking piece of metal at the end. So he's still using it.
So it's a fucking maul.
Yep.
Went from slashing damage to bludgeoning damage. This is how you do it.
Well, I lost it. I lost Slash part in Dragon. So me beat Dragon with rest of it.
Nice. And also, I mean,
so for D,
oh, sorry. Yes.
I was gonna say for D and Doofs this Friday, real quick. Both of you guys and you tell Remy one legendary item that you guys can have at level 12.
Okay.
Legendary.
Magic item, whatever.
Okay, I have one really random question because this is DM specific. Am I allowed to use a gun? If my character class can, because in every class that allows the gun, it says check with your DM.
I would say no, just because of, well, so just so everybody knows, fuck it, I'll just say it now. What we're doing with these one-shots is Forgotten Legends of Kree. Kree is the world that we're playing the main campaign in. So these are hundreds, if not thousands of years before where we're playing now. So technology not caught up to guns.
Okay, then I actually think I'll do Slash. I've always wanted to play him.
Do it. Fuck it.
And that's going to be funny. I'll tell you what he is when we get that far. But he's actually, no, Slash is probably a much better character because he's really simple to make.
Yeah, and just keep in mind with these legends, we're not going to be replaying characters. These are just going to be one-shots of them, and then I'm going to collect all the stories eventually.
Then I don't think I would, because I actually want to play Slash as a campaign. He'd be fun.
I mean, you could always play him, just not name him Slash, and change some shit.
Yeah.
Or
you could be Slash the Third or Slash the Fifth.
Character.
You could be a Slash
Yes,
generational.
Make it a generational name.
I'm Slash 400th the Fifth. The fuck?
No. I'm Slash the Second because we can't count to 3.
So what? Your family's Valve?
I was literally like, so what's your father's name? Slash the Second. What's your grandfather's name? Slash the Second.
What's your great-grandfather's name?
I don't know. I don't have that many fingers and toes.
The family generation of Slash.
Oh god, I'll make you a fucking coat of arms for Slash. It'll just be a shield with 2 crossed axes behind it, and it'll just say the Roman numeral for 2.
Okay, yes. Also,
You know what's really funny? I'm gonna pick a different. I think I'm gonna do this for every one shot. I'm gonna pick a different martial class and a different weapon, but their name is Slash.
Do it. It'll be hilarious.
Fucking hilarious.
It's an inherited. It's a. You guys are familiar with Bleach?
Yeah.
It's like Kenpachi.
Okay.
Okay.
And
It's not a family name. It's a title.
I like it.
You give up your original name and you become Slash the Second.
What happened to Slash the First? Which one?
No, there was only one Slash the First. He was like the biggest badass. Like he used the legend is the dragon broke his weapon, so he grabbed the dragon and used the dragon as a weapon.
Oh god.
Oh god. Yeah.
Yes, I love it. It'll work perfectly for what I'm thinking too.
Oh yeah. I will say I'm always going to be Slash the Second because I'm actually basing it on my character of Bash was the first one. They got the name wrong. Bash had to throw anything feat, and he threw a lighthouse.
Are you sure you don't
And
want
that
to name
wasn't
it
heavy
Bash
for him.
Stampede?
No. This guy didn't need to have a stampede. The guy's strike score was 102.
I was quoting
Trigun.
quoting the name of a character from Trigun.
Oh yeah, okay, but yeah, I actually think yes, I'm gonna do Slash, the children of Bash, but we have no idea that it's Bash because everybody thinks it's Slash because it sounds the same.
Okay.
Oh, I'm down.
Also,
That's gonna be funny as fuck.
one thing to consider and remember is that, yeah, I'm going for like long arcs in this campaign, but there are going to be points where we are going to be switching the story to another perspective, and we might roll new characters if we do that.
But whenever we come back to the main campaign, we'll go back to
Those guys.
our original characters.
Yeah. You know, just to give different perspective of what's going on in the world, because, you know, there's multiple hero groups, really.
Yeah.
I will actually say, and this will probably be, honestly, until I get the use of this, I don't think I should DM this on D&Deuce.
Well, the whole
I'm too
point.
interested in the mechanics, and I'm not as good of a storyteller as you guys.
The whole point of the legends aspect is they're all one shots, and eventually, like after this first one, they're going to start being Patreon exclusives if we reach a stretch goal once we start posting them. So it being a one shot, it really doesn't matter how into the mechanics you are. It's just, it's a one shot, and it has no bearing over the main story or anything.
Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is, if we're doing a list of DMs, I want to be last because I need more experience into and working for just story content.
Okay.
That
In
works.
order
I
to make
mean-
a better story.
Our plan was eventually to use one of these to pick a DM.
Yeah, roll a
I mean,
d4.
I mean, in all honesty, it won't take that long for me to get used to it. We do a session every other week, so it's probably gonna take me a few more sessions before I can zone in on what I need to do.
Gotcha.
Because right now my DMing style is somebody says something random and I run with it.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
what is your guys' DMing style to wrap this up?
I mean, I have a set story that I try to tell, and if it gets too deviated from it, I will change the story, but I want the main story points to be hit. That's basically how my style is. If you guys do something stupid and crazy and funny, then we'll keep fucking rolling with it until it gets way too far away.
I mean, if I were to put a label on it, it would be structured improvisation, which kind of is like what Chef does, you know? I have a basic story structure, but I also have situations set up for when you guys fuck around.
Yeah, I'm completely wing it.
Well, I mean, that's the whole reason why I'm writing my book, is because my book is my campaigns that I want to run, but I don't trust everybody to tell the story how I want it to be told, so therefore I'm telling my story how I want it. And when we run the campaigns, and what happens happens.
But yeah, I will say, if I do it, I more or less, here's your end goal. Have fun, children. Like, I actually feel like I got annoyed because a couple of my players didn't give me a really good backstory. So it actually made it harder for me to tell a story. Because I like to incorporate backstories into my plot.
Yeah.
And if that player doesn't have as much story or involvement in the story because they didn't want to give me a story. So it's like, I feel bad. What are you gonna do?
Make them.
But thank
give
you,
a
Chef.
story.
You just gave me an idea for. I'm going to be doing this for all the one shots that everybody does now, and it's not even going to be the same class. It's just the name that's going to be the same and the personality type.
And the even funnier part about that is this is going to happen all around the world of Kree. So it'll be in different continents and different villages and different shit. And there's just some random dude named Slash the Second.
People are going to start to talk about the ancient cult of Slash.
One shall be chosen. You shall be our Slash and go forth and bludgeon our enemy.
There's got to be a totem pole somewhere. And just every time there's a new Slash, they just make a mark.
The pole of Slash.
There's a totem pole. They think it's growing out of the crotch of the first one. It's called a redwood.
Just as long as it's not a red fern, because where the red fern grows is a different theme.
We're going to.
Yep. Alrighty then, though, everybody. I think this is a good place to end today's stream. I do appreciate all of you for being here today on DN Doofs. Oh, sorry, not DN Doofs. Oh, talking about DN Doofs. All of you being here for a bunch of goofs. I appreciate all of y'all. Now let's find someone to raid, shall we? Okay.
Hey, while we're still on, Faja,
Somebody broke him.
Yes?
Hit him.
are you streaming on the 4th?
What is the 4th? That's 3 days from today.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday.
I'll probably be streaming on the 4th. Actually, yeah, I will be streaming on the 4th.
I'll be raiding you because I'll be raiding you then if I have anybody watching me at least.
Aw, I appreciate that. Ragzin! Alright, Ragzin is live, so we are going to be raiding Ragzin. Thank you all so much for joining today's bunch of goofs, and I will see everybody again tomorrow for Toss Up Tuesdays, where we're actually going to be using a 20-sided dice because we have new games to add to the roster. And yeah, we, the bunch of goofs, will see you all later. And just so y'all know, I am going to start posting finished products of Bunch of Goofs, both on YouTube and on Spotify. And why are you jumbling boobs, dude?
Double creepy laugh, wave.
Anyways, y'all have a good one. We'll see you later.